Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Dante D with Memory Lane. It is July 1st. Half of the year is gone. Half of the year went away so fast, folks. The wind is blowing out here. It's a very, very nice time out here, folks. And I think we can make some applications with the wind. It appears that many of you had a lot of good intentions when the first of the year came. You said, when the first of the year comes, I have many different things that I'm going to do, whatever that may be. Guess what happened? On the first, it was a holiday, so many of you didn't get those things done. The second went by, the third went by, the fourth went by, so on and so forth. And then January left, and you said, well, I still have February. And then, of course, that month went by as well. And now we're here at July the 1st. Half of the year is gone. Many, many different regrets, I'm sure, for many people. Many people are just frozen on where they're at right now. Many people are letting the wind just take them wherever the wind chooses to go. As I've said earlier, it's windy out here, and I think it's coming from that way, going that way. I see trees that are standing, and it's not going so hard that the tree is going to fall down, but trees are blowing that way, at least the leaves and the branches, I should say. Leaves on the ground are going in that direction. Whatever's on the ground, whether it's paper, dust, okay, pine cones, the small ones at least, are going in the direction that the wind is going. And that's how many of your lives are going as well. That's right. Those who say they're free thinkers, those who say they're strong and say that they're independent and they can do for themselves. Guess what happened when unexpected things come up? The tire get flat, the dog bite, the bee sting, okay? The children get sick, whatever the case is. You go wherever the wind goes. So there's many regrets for those things. Some of you look back and say, man, where did the time go? I intended to do X, Y, and Z, but just didn't get a chance to get it done. Many of you people are on your soapbox of excuses, and that's the big one. I just didn't have the time. Okay, some say I just didn't have the money. I just didn't have the resources. And many of you just quite frankly just didn't feel like it. All right, and again, the wind is just taking you wherever it chooses to go. Unfortunately, you can't get that time back. So again, many of you stay frozen, you stay stuck, you stay in the mind of you woulda, shoulda, coulda. You beat yourself over the head day in and day out on what you shoulda did. Now, here's the interesting part right here. Many of us have the opportunity to get back on track. But when time has went by and we made all these different promises to ourselves, and many people have heard the resolutions or the things that you said you was going to do, you know they know that you didn't do it. And so a lot of you just go into hibernation mode. You say, well, I think I'll just hide out for the rest of 2024. You know, of course, 4th of July coming up. You say, well, I'll just have a good time and just eat and be merry, and I'll just put it on the back burner. You've been putting those things on the back burner for so long right now. And not only are you feeling the effects, but your family is and will feel the effects as well. And so you continue to put those things off, focusing on what people may think. That's a big one right there. People have a big concern on what other people are thinking. All right. In fact, those people would be rich right now if they can make money off of you thinking about what they're thinking about of you. So that's an issue as well. So you got two different things you can do right now, folks. You can stay stuck in the mindset and say, well, you know what, half of 2024 is gone. I'll just continue to go wherever the wind goes, wherever nature takes me. All right. I'll just continue to work my job and say to myself and lie to myself and say, I don't have the time, I don't have the resources, and I don't have the know-how. You can continue with those excuses, and I just quite frankly think it's a soapbox, and stay where you're at, knowing that your family is suffering, knowing that you're suffering, knowing that you have a passion or a burning drive to do something different, whether it's build your own platform, whether it's build your own small business, where it's putting some money aside and investing some money for your family for a rainy day, that may not come or may come, but will come. You can do those things, all right? You can say, hey, it's the second half. I'm going to put the first half behind me. Yeah, I made some mistakes. Yeah, I didn't get some things done. Yeah, some people saw and heard some of the things that I said I was going to do and had intentions on doing and didn't follow through. And I'm going to push forward with the second half of 2024, okay? You know, you're going to think about it like a sports team that plays games in the halves, whether it's a basketball team or a football team, okay? When halftime comes, whether they're up 21-0, whether they're down 21-0, they go into the second half with a better frame of mindset, all right? With a better frame of thinking of making adjustments, on thinking positive, you know, forgetting the things that lie beyond and think of the things that are ahead. You know, this team did some things that I know that I can capitalize on. I think the second part will be better for you folks, all right? But it's totally up to you again, okay? Again, there are many different excuses on why you may say, if I ask each and every one of you, most of you will say, well, I just didn't have enough time to get things done. Now, if you go back, you had time. You can think about how long you spent on Facebook, how long you spent on YouTube, unproductively now, the unproductive thoughts and energy that you spend watching somebody else's channel. The unproductive moments that you spent cooking, that's right. You say, well, yeah, I gotta eat. Yeah, I need to go eat. You know, food is essential, and you're absolutely right. But the question is, could you did it quicker? Could you planned ahead, you know, a day ahead? Many people, including myself sometimes, find myself running to the grocery store, thinking I need different things, you know. You're at the clothing store, all right? You're at certain events in certain places, and you say to yourself, did I really have to go there? Did I really have to spend all that time at that place of business? Or talking to so-and-so, maybe it was a family member. Could I have limited that conversation and started doing what I should be doing? Maybe that's bettering yourself, again, building your own platform, building your own business. Maybe that may even include going to the gym or going to the park, going walking. I'm at the park right now, and it's nice out here. People are walking, and they are getting it in. Whatever the case is, folks, it's really not an excuse. But again, you can look at this and choose the second part that I mentioned, as far as taking the second half of 2024 more serious, putting your family in position so that they can win, making sure your family is properly protected against the unexpected, the miscellaneous things, the emergencies, things of that nature, folks. All right. Hopefully that helps. I'll bring you some more content later on, but meanwhile, I need you to hit that subscribe button. If you don't have a channel, create you one, all right? It only takes about 5 minutes. Ask for a name, an email. You can tie your phone number in if you want to, folks, and it'll be on from there. Really need your subscribers. Really need your help, as I've been going out in the neighborhood, folks, throughout Mobile and Baldwin County. Then hit that thumbs up button if you hadn't already. Really helps the channel. And of course, leave me some comments below, folks. But again, as we leave here, don't let the wind just take over. Don't let the wind be the head in your household. Don't let the wind be the head of you, but you be the head of you. Fight through the wind if you have to. Fight through the wind. Tell the wind, you know, I'm in charge. Get out of the way. Of course, there's a tactful way of going about doing that. And then, of course, become encouraged with people who are on your side. Thank you so much.